Nova Scotia's EMO asked to use the hall as a registration centre for residents of Portapique who had fled their homes.
For residents of Portapique who had fled their homes.
An RCMP officer was posted here in a cruiser. By this time, police were on the hunt for the shooter, who they knew was impersonating a police officer. At 10:30 a.m., 2 RCMP officers fired multiple shots outside the hall. Sources have told CTV News the officers thought they were firing at the suspect when it was in fact a fellow Mountie.
This program is brought to you in part by...
Why don't you get yourself some turned-down collars, Poirot? They're much more the thing, you know.
The thing, Hastings? Do you think Poirot concerns himself with mere thingness?
No. No, I see that.
The turned-down collar is the first symptom of decay of the grey cells.
You know, I just think if people keep pushing, I can't, first of all, thank enough all of the hard work. There's 3 fellow YouTubers who are working very, very hard with me on this one. Rage in the Cage, Steve LTT, and Just My Stupid Opinion. Just plugging them, sorry. But they are fantastic guys, really been busting their humps here. And, you know, stepping up to the plate, because there's a certain amount of risk saying certain things. And also, likewise, all of the people who are volunteering information and time, which, like I said, over on the Discord or sending me anonymously information, it is fantastic.
Morning. Hopefully everybody's having a good morning, afternoon down there on the East Coast. Craig, Kendall, Kathy, Kim, Loretta, Steve. All right, so I asked, because this is kind of a group consensus thing. I'm not, nobody's a leader in any of this stuff. My microphone on. Okay, good. Probably I had some echo feedback on the intro balls. So the Discord. Whew. Okay. I've gotten a few complaints about it. Hey, Dave, Beth, Craig, Christina, Point Fire. I've gotten a few, let's say not complaints, people who have voiced some concerns. Some people have left the Discord, much to my dismay of learning this. And the Discord has gone off track, and I take full responsibility for that because, well, I guess, you know, I'm on there and Steve's on there and Adrian's on there, but I accept the responsibility for it. Now, what was the Discord started for? Why was it envisioned the way that it was envisioned? To solicit, hopefully, as factual information as possible, an exchange of people's ideas and thoughts. Why in the intro, thanks to the intro for Steve, it says, thanks very much to all the people who are working so hard in the Discord, because I do understand how hard you all work. But it's not very beneficial to the group to take the Discord off course. Do I expect that there are going to be certain people that will do that intentionally? Yes. Do they have malicious intent? Some of them, sadly. Are they having an effect? Yes. Now, when we start delving into other areas, satanic, masonry, things that are not necessarily related to, that's not going to give the families any kind of solace, okay, is what I'm trying to say. Why I'm making this video is because I want your opinions. Paul, 2 Pauls, and Amy, thank you. Because I want to hear back from you. how best to rectify the situation at this point in time. There are a variety of ways of dealing with this. Trash the entire server would be one, which I think would be a great loss for us and a win for the RCMP. And frankly, I don't want to give them any kind of wins. Another way would be to, I believe, cancel all the current invites and start using censorship. I'm not a big fan of censorship, as anybody who knows me knows. I have a big problem with it. But I also do understand that things have to be kept on course. And when we're going off course into other areas that some people may agree with, some people may disagree with, those are personal opinions, those are personal thoughts, and they don't have anything to do with what happened on the 18th or 19th, or with Mr. Workman or his associates. I try and keep it as factual and identifiable for other people as possible. You can tie all kinds of things together because there are many different things out there. I was watching a video by another YouTuber who will remain unnamed, and they were tying all kinds of things together. Now, I've done this for full time, as in some days is 16-hour days, every day, as in studying shit for years, 7 days a week. And do I have some ideas on certain things? You're goddamn right I do. Does it have any place here? No. Because that's not going to help give Tara any kind of answers. And that's why we started this. Was with Tara and obviously the 23 individuals, because some of us know how the RCMP operate. Frankly, not going to play well with others. So, that was my vision. If my vision was wrong, I want to hear from you. If you have some ideas, I would love to hear them. I don't want to hear any more stuff about things that can't directly be proven. If you don't have the proof, please, as in speculative, because there's like A, B, C, D, E. And am I saying that some of these things aren't related to Z? Yes. Some of them may in fact be, but you can't expect A to Z today. And this isn't the place to educate that. We can get into those things at a later point in time. I have gotten messages from people where they have said to me, oh, this and that. And I say, listen, I appreciate what you're saying. I do. And I do appreciate whatever anybody says. I don't care if it's the fucking RCMP. Yeah, good. That's your stuff. But is that going to help get answers? Is that going to help protect your family right now? Is that going to help a lawyer? How about that? If we were to furnish this evidence to the family's lawyers, does it help them to say there's a satanic child sacrificing cult out there? Because you know exactly what's going to happen. As soon as that gets brought up, oh, let's try mental illness and let's try case dismissed. Right? I try and just stay on point. I want things on point. And I'm very sad to see that people have taken it elsewhere, because this has discouraged and driven away some people. Now, if that means sealing down the server, this is one thought. Hey, Green Bastard, how's it going? Tuning in from the work truck. Todd, and Mark. Mike, Loretta, and Amy. There is a lot of rubbish. There's a lot of rubbish. And like I said, some of it is intentional. Did I expect it? Yes. I'm just very sad to see what the outcomes of that has been. And I want to hear back from you, because this is not a Seamus thing. It isn't. I frankly don't like that. It is an hour thing. And frankly, I think the hour outnumbers the RCMP. Okay? So think if you were in Tara's shoes or Molly's shoes or any of these other families. Thank goodness you're not. Thank goodness you're not. Is it going to bring you any kind of solace if somebody comes to you with ideas that can't be proven? If you want to prove those kinds of things, I suggest perhaps you start a different Discord. I'm not trying to say go away, because I want to hear everybody's opinion. I do. But if that's what it's going to require to deal with this mess, as in shut the server down, which I believe we can do, like seal it up, and start booting people, maybe that's what needs to be done. I don't want to do that. I don't think Steve does. I don't think Adrian does. Oh, I lost somebody there. I guess they didn't like that. Flooding the server with white noise is not productive. I'll be totally frank with you, because that's the way I am. I don't spend a lot of time in the Discord at all. And perhaps this is the problem. Perhaps I am the wrong person to be doing this. I just assumed people would be able to filter out trash from not. But people have different thresholds. It really upsets me when I'm getting messages from people who say, I'm out. I've had enough. I know a couple of these people. I've spoken to them, at least on that sense. I know them enough to speak to them on the phone. They're good people. There's asshats who are driving them away. That's not helpful, because I know their information is good, and frankly, you benefit from it. So unless you are RCMP, why are you doing that? Needs to be productive. Flooding the server with all kinds of stuff that is unrelated, because I want to hear it. Steve wants to hear it. I'm sure the rest of the other people in there, not the unrelated stuff, the good evidence, because it gives us stuff to build on. It's a group work project, a group investigation, right? Jim, how's it going? Wayne, can't beat the admiralty law. Okay, see that's not related. I appreciate what Wayne's saying. Not related, okay? What is related is things to do with what would you do if you were in Tara's shoes? What would you want to know? Would you want to know about satanic cults? Do you think Tara isn't aware of all kinds of stuff? Because she's a digger, and she's been digging for years too. She's a YouTuber. So she knows what's going down in many different facets. A lot more than a lot of people. She knows lots more on certain things than I do. And that's how we've had such a great friendship, because we exchange ideas. Same thing with Steve, Adrian. We all work together, learn from one another. And in that process, I've generally never become friends with too many YouTubers because of that. I know what goes on. Polly, Amazing Polly, right? Polly and I know each other. And I remember I sent her a message one day because there was something that I was concerned about. And she answered me and said about 80% of YouTube Canadian stuff. Now, don't take that and be like, oh, but 80% of YouTube is Intel ops, the Canadian YouTube scene. It's just shit. White noise. And that's why we don't associate with other people, because it bogs us down in crap and keeps us from getting the truth. I want truth. Do I want those big answers? I'll get there with you all later, and we'll all work together on it. But let's stay on point. Keep it on point. I don't think that's an unreasonable request. If you don't want to keep it on point, perhaps then, I don't know, you need to go. And if the server is sealed, which I never wanted to do, I wanted it open all the time so that as many people could come in as possible to see that there's not very many people involved, yet there is hundreds and hundreds of messages that are not necessarily related to what we started with. And to see some really good people, funnily enough, who were very big contributors, quiet because of this, is upsetting. Is it my vision? I guess you could call it that. Is it Steve's vision? Is it Tara's vision? Is it? But I think, funnily enough, it's the vast majority of just Canadians' vision. Let's clean up our police system. We'll get to the bigger issues, but what you're doing has net outcomes right now. Watch them fall. It will keep going if you stay on track. There's lots of salacious, spicy things out there. You know, that's why the news always would give you sex scandals and what was that? They took down the biggest Alberta government. What was that? The Socret Party. Was a sex scandal. And it was way back, and because it was spicy. Ooh, spicy. Satanic shit, spicy to people. Stay out of it for now. We'll get there. We'll get there if you've got facts. Real hard facts. Ones that can be introduced into court. Good. If you want to have opinions about Wortman and things like that, maybe we can have an opinions channel. There you go. You can go and farm your stuff off in there, and you don't want to be spreading around, filling up the channels with white noise. Can make channels where only mods can comment. Leads can be. I don't understand this stuff, and thanks, Jim. I don't really honestly understand Discord enough. I'm a techno goof. And maybe somebody better can come to the plate. And it's my absenteeism, or I don't know. Because I get busy digging in my own stuff. And I do pop in periodically. But funnily enough, even if I pop in, it's strange because I'll put something in there like, could you help me with this? And the reason I'm requesting it, the worst example was, and that really upset me. I asked for something that Paul Palango had asked us to help him with. Do you know how much feedback I got on that? There was a little bit, but zero help. Zero. Paul Palango, we work together with Paul Palango so that he probably can get some information from us, and we most certainly can get it from him. If we don't help him when he says, listen, guys, here's something you guys can help me with. What is he trying to do? Right? He's trying to establish trust relationship. You don't help him, he shuts down. I'm not saying that's happened, right? But I don't think he did any justice to help him by doing that. And frankly, I don't understand why, if the people that are really I don't like that kind of phrasing. I don't know. Let's just leave it with Paul. How about that? Let's just leave it with Paul. Or asking for help. Frankly, it burns my ass if I ask for help and I get nothing really. Because I've asked a couple times, and you know what? Now I don't even really feel like asking anymore because I'm not going to get any response. I know who I can turn to. Because there are a couple real, not a couple. I'm just using that figuratively. There are some real stand-up people who will do really fucking hard work and have above and beyond, way above and beyond. They'll take weekends out, go and take photos. Mr. Moneypenny takes all kinds of time making diagrams and things like that. I noticed he's getting a bit silent too now, I hear. So, yes, I appreciate that. Any of the ideas, please leave them in the comments below. If it means I go, good, okay, fine. I'm okay. Whatever works best. We have to have this as productive as possible. And it's your guys' stuff. And frankly, you should be proud of it too. Right? 350 people in there. 350. How many of the 350 are active? Have been active recently? I don't think so. You know, anyway, I don't want to take up a ton of your time. It's nice I had a couple of days off. I'm sorry. I was went out to the ranch. It was nice and relaxing. Went for swims and sat on the beach and stuff like that. Well, beach, I don't know. Rock Beach, I guess. Pebble Beach, whatever you want to call it. Hello from Ontario. This is my second video. I'm out of the loop here, but I'll stay tuned in. Awesome. If we get the Discord cleaned up here with your help, because I'm asking for your help, right, guys? Gals, whatever you want to say. If this is equally going on over at the sister server, which I'm not saying it is because I don't really know, let's try and keep it on track, because I'm sure I know fucking garbage piles of data you can hit these people with. News, facts, articles, criminal charges laid against people, things like that. You start hitting them, the RCMP, with that kind of stuff, or the people, like the women need to, Lenore Zan, Linda McDonald, Gene Sarson, whatever they may be going on in the background, that's for a different day, is it not? Or am I wrong here? I look at the facts and the conversations. What happened? Catch you on the flip side. Thank you. I'll try and get through some of your stuff here. Thank you. Might have to follow money. Yep. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. There's so many interesting stories, so many good angles to go down on this one that you can just kind of put the other more speculative things to the side for now. And I'm think it's great. And if you guys tell me I'm out to lunch and it should just be satanic masonry stuff, okay, good. Then I'll leave you guys to it, and perhaps somebody else can run that up, and you guys can have your satanic masonry type thing. I've already caught a couple of you that were in there that were doing disinformation. I let you stay, and I knew that you were fucking cops. I know, and I told you in DMs. And you didn't deny it because you busted yourself. Oops. See, there's something right there. Todd and I and a few other people have certain opinions which are fairly well-founded on some things. What the hell? Why am I wanting to buy a house? No. Why is Google telling me that? But we leave that alone for the most part. Maybe we tell jokes to one another here and there, subtly. Because it's not our place to necessarily drop all of this on you. The same thing as I have sat for a long time and figure, how do I help people go to where I've been to that journey? Make it a little bit faster on the bigger stuff, on my other stuff. How do I help you get there faster? Because it takes a long time and a fuckload of reading. Terabytes a month. Nobody has that time. And I frankly have never come up with answers yet. I've asked people who are professionals to come in and help me. They head spin. But that's for another day. Am I wrong? There's a lot of rubbish in there. I don't like to see that. That's sad. I don't like to hear that because that shuts people down. And it's a common tactic. Let's go forward here. I don't want to read garbage in there. I want to learn about the mass shooting. So do I. I want to be able to talk about the mass shooting. I want to be able to learn from what you guys say. I'm not from... I've got this one, haven't I? Musquodoboit. Didn't I say that one right? And frankly, the person who gave me an interesting thing, I'm going to do for, this is totally off topic, but who gave me an interesting piece that they had written some years back on different names in Nova Scotia, along with the pronunciation guide for me, which I'm going to hopefully stick in somewhere as an intro or something like that. Just because I know you guys have a good laugh at that. I find the Sisters Discord server is taking on. Okay. All right. Good. And if we can help over here, please, I'll try and get you a little bit. Thanks, Serene. Serene is awesome. Serene has let me know that apparently YouTube doesn't like them downloading my videos anymore. They've really shut things down. I had a video last week I did last Sunday, and Raging Humanist popped on for a minute, and there was some really great stuff in there, but there was just one thing that I wanted to cut out of there. YouTube editor, so totally YouTube-y stuff. But you can usually use YouTube Editor to just clip something quick. And I wanted to clip something very quick in there, not hiding anything from you guys. It's just whatever. And so then I can leave the video up and it's got all the comments that are already there and all that good stuff. Well, they won't let me edit my own videos anymore. So I don't even know if that video, I guess I can put it out and it'll just, you won't get, there's no chat or anything, because the chat is fun. Somebody was saying to me today, I talked to somebody today about that. And they're like, oh, I like watching the chat and participating in the chat. And well, okay. And if you didn't find anything, I'm not raining terror down on anybody. I'm not raining terror. I'm just simply saying, if you want channels that have the facts and no white noise, as you call it, can make investigative channels, and can mods can only comment. Stop the white noise. Well, that's why they're there. I don't want to just pipe what I learn. That's not helpful. I'm hopeful that the Discord will provide all of us different details. So I look tanned. Okay. I don't know. I hardly got to sit outside on the beach very much, but it was nice. So Muscadabit, I said that okay, I think. Now let's see. Sorry, I went back. Bingo. Okay, I got Muscadabit. See? I'm not too bad. Apparently, one of these days I'm going to get. They said that I'm honorary kind of Nova Scotian citizen to some extent. Just one that can never say anything. That's all. Mind you, I'm totally illiterate as it is. So I want to also encourage those people, please, who have left to come back. We will get this straightened around. We will. And I take full responsibility, because that's just, you have to accept responsibility for things. People who post all their garbage deter people from contributing. Yes. Equally attacking other people with ad hominems or just labeling them or, whatever. This thing is not about egos. This is not about calling people down for maybe their other beliefs and things. It's just about facts. That's it. And yes, a lot of things I kind of speculate on certain things, but I haven't been too wrong. We haven't been too wrong, right? Come to be true. But that's because it's founded in evidence. Need to be moderated. Not a public place, not a place about a specific subject. Should be moderated. You can get a result. A lot of other bullshit, unrelated bullshit, clutter. Don't want the unrelated bullshit. I honestly don't. But has it come exactly? Where did the money go? There's so many awesome avenues to pursue. And speaking the phone today with somebody, they said, we were just kind of spitballing different things. What about Mr. McDonald and the fabrication of motorcycles? Has anybody gone and asked him, in person? Hey, I heard you fabricated 36 motorcycles for Mr. Wortman. How did that come to be? Could you tell me a little bit about it? Could you share it with us? There's so many awesome ideas out there. So many. I don't like this moderating idea. It's like, it's sandpaper, but maybe that's where it needs to go. And maybe that's not for me. And I just need to say, because it's not something I can do. It's very against my nature. I want to be able to believe and trust in people, even though I know there's fucking bad people. But in my mind, I'm able to filter them out generally. But it still fills up the channels with stuff. So people are like, oh, 50 new messages. Somebody who's very instrumental in the background and never says anything. They're like, well, you know, I spend like 2 hours a day going through messages. I'm like, holy Christ, man. Seriously? Do you need to do that? But it's a lot of shit. Sorry. We know that. I can post lots of shit in there. I can say this is related to the moon landing and the earth is flat and all this other stuff, which is disinformation, intentional disinformation that these other people are sowing, in my opinion. Please stop it. If it's not intentional, just stop. Let's stay on course. People do respect the channels a lot. Well, I've heard people are having some problems. I'm bringing that to the table. And I think that's fair. Pulling out all the shenanigans, Google, yeah. Okay. See, I don't even finish reading it. I know where he's going. I know. I'm not going to touch it right now. Never called me Todd, you bastard. Not saying what is or isn't, what should or shouldn't be done, but I'm just saying sharing information, how to solve the problem. Invites, but then invites, you need to have active mods. Okay, perhaps maybe that's it. Maybe I can find a couple of mods who I speak to on the phone. Because if I don't talk to you, I don't really know who you are. Right? I don't know who you are. It's not like I won't talk to people. Opinion speculation channel would clear it up. Okay. All right, we can do that. I think it's got 50 channels already. And frankly, one channel cannot be touched. So, for sure. Exactly. General chat. Okay. That's good. I like the ideas, because, again, see, it's just like growing. How do we grow? How do I grow? How do I learn? Trusted moderators who delegate research. Okay, if we're going to go down the delegated moderators, I will have to be able to speak to you on the phone. Okay, because I can't have somebody who I don't know that I can't pick up the phone, or they can't pick up the phone and phone me. Obviously, I don't want to get inundated with calls about, so-and-so is being like this and whatever, but I watched from my phone, scroll through apps last night. It stopped shortly after I started talking to it. That had a little comment. Oh yeah, Steve had a very good video last night. Very good. Just saying. And he's still looking for that 1,000 subs. Still looking for the 1,000 subs. Steve. Not that this is what I'm talking about. This is unrelated, see? But I'm going to tell you. Steve. He needs only 11 more. Come on. Then he can do streaming all the time, which is awesomeness. All need to be able to stream, right? From his phone. Are flooded with white noise, and it has deterred several people. It has. I've heard this from numerous people. A lot of inboxes of people who have left. I didn't even know one person had left, and I communicated with them. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that happened. And they're like, it's okay. I'm still here, as in, you know, you and I can talk. I believe I have their number. But I just can't deal with it. And other people, like I said, how many of these other people that are in here are tuning out? There's 19 of you online. There's 335 offline. I'm not saying everybody needs to be online all the time, getting beeps and buzzes and all kinds of other stuff. But I would love to see how many of these people are actually active or have been either driven away or just not interested. You're giving the members the chance to fix their own actions before something is done. Because I don't like kicking people out. I'm kind of like that. You want to piss me off in real life? Yeah, watch it. But I like to try to do things the right way. And trust in people, believe in people, because we're good people, right? We need to do that. If I run around and I'm like, kicking people out, you're out, you know, then I'm not going to hear necessarily the ideas that they may have, which may be one or two. Just like maybe I have one or two good ideas, but, well, hopefully it's more than that. Otherwise, we got a problem. But if I can shut people down, I can't hear it. Suppressing speech isn't the goal. Okay, let's see here. To keep channels on point and no clutter. Can have a free speech channel set up for that. Sounds shitty, but organized for success. You know, Jim, you seem to know what you're doing. At least probably 99% of people do, more than I do. Some ganging up going on. Yeah, that's not good. I don't like to hear people calling people names or saying something, or egos floating in. I've seen the egos floating in 1 or 2 times. This isn't a fucking ego thing, man. Everybody does good stuff. Opinion page might take away the white noise. Excellent. Okay, so there seems to be a consensus on the white noise channel. We could call it that, white noise or speculation, or perhaps we can set up a second server. I don't know. I don't even know how to, because I don't want to toss out good ideas that are there, and there's 50 channels already. What do I do? I can't go. I looked into buying more channels. Can't do that. Unless I miss something, which is quite possible. Probable even. Honesty is refreshing. Like honesty. Most people are like honesty. Janice appreciates it too. She's an honest woman. Okay. Thank you for joining, by the way, Janice. Perry. Motives, what is the biggest more to the fight of the people who were murdered? One of the victims, the husband I saw on CBC, said that his wife was speaking out against Trudeau for the lack of funding. RCMP funding is a problem. RCMP stuff is related. Absolutely. The deplorable conditions that these people are under, the training, the lack thereof, the absolute bureaucratic mess that is the RCMP. There are a lot of ties, funnily enough, to things that are older, but we'll try and get there. And I'm trying to bring in some other stuff too. Seems unrelated, but very much so. Tommy, howdy, Tommy. Best solution is a separate server. Okay, I like this, because then we don't have to delete channels, right? I don't want to delete channels because I want to be able to look at things that everybody has already contributed. Awesome stuff. Not so much maybe some of them, but my other 11 personalities will sub. Okay. He's got a great channel, and he's doing lots of hard work. Sorry, off topic. Got to get back to work. Much appreciation and respect. Have a super day, Halifax, Matt. I'm sure I've missed you by 5 minutes. Okay. Well, hopefully not. Anyway, hope you do have a fantastic day. You too. Mark, down there on the East Coast. I'm going to get down there one of these days. Steve? Live stream chat is half the fun. Rage in the Cage. Had a great conversation with him the other day. There's going to be a video coming out, which frankly, I think you guys might like. Just saying. Just saying. Watch for it. So I probably shouldn't talk too long here, and then we can put that out. People don't have to listen to my rambling, but I like to hear your ideas. It's like people coming down with the gospel about the white race, hey, ethics, genocide, hey, guys, white lives matter. Yeah, see, people would leave, Illuminati, baby eating, derailment. Again, I'm not even going to touch it, right? Because does it have anything to do with Nova Scotia? Jim knows that. And 90%, except 5%, somebody downvotes. Hi, RCMP. How you doing? Caught you fucking around with my phone this morning. You guys are awesome. Nobody's doing anything illegal, so blow it out your ass and come take me to court if you got a problem. Accusing people lowest motivation. Yeah, it's just distraction to just call people names and things. Like, come on. We're all grown-ups here. I need his link. I left the link earlier, Loretta. I'll drop it in again. Please go and, if you like his content, he doesn't want bullshit subs, right? He puts out nice little short videos that are fun and funny and not necessarily funny as in the topics, but and not necessarily related to Nova Scotia all the time, but lots of different other things. Great videos. Just like Adrian, Just My Stupid Opinion, and Rage in the Cage, who's kind of, he's definitely working around in the background, these guys, but not putting out so much content these days. So people to do distract on purpose, of course, absolutely. And if they want to distract, that's fine. I guess we can just boot them, seal the server. But you see, that's just keeping those new ideas from flowing in. I don't know how to do it. White noise. I like the white, like more speculative server. That's sounding about. Thank you, Kathy, for pointing that out. Nobody's going to fucking conquer shit. Nobody. We win. You lose. Simple. But has to be some, working and growing, and you guys can help with that big time. You guys are smart. Stay on topic. Seesaw goes from one extreme to the next. Jumping on analogy stuff is a bit off topic. Is thought police stuff. That's how bad people try to control speech. Let's not move the needle. I don't want to I don't want to move that needle. I really don't. I never have. I never have in the past ever used censorship to the best of my knowledge. Oh, yes, that's true. I did kick somebody out. Perhaps they are in here now, because I didn't like your name. Sorry. Pissed me off. little gray balls? No. You want to rename yourself? That's awesome. You want to see my balls? We can get that on too. Point fire, close with and destroy. Wish there was more that I could do to be of help. Now, listen, you're doing tons. Spreading around within your circles, spreading it around just as we all do within our circles, keeping this topic alive. There's so many different great ideas on how things can be done, which is awesome. Down in Nova Scotia, drop those roses off for the RCMP. Let the press know when you're doing that every week, every month. 23 roses. What you doing there? Healthcare worker funding. Okay. I was following, just don't get notifications. Of course, good people, you don't get notifications for it. Don't download, can't do anything. That's fine. That's the way it goes. And they'll shut this channel down too. Guarantee. And for sure, when I get into my other shit, I'm not even going to try. I'm just going straight to go. Give me my $200 and on a different server. Rage is pursuing his other addiction, escape and evasion. No. As in raging humanist? I don't know. If you're talking about Cage, he's not. Hi, oh dear. Great to see you. I skip a lot, 90%. A lot of good info. And there is tons of good info. But there's tons of trash, sadly. And it takes a long time. I got him. Thank you. Good. Okay. So there we go. Caught up. Please leave your thoughts, ideas, suggestions. If you want to volunteer, we can talk about that too. Preferably somebody I know already, just so I have a little bit of background on who you are. I don't want to obviously be making mistakes and giving things to people that probably are distracting. Rage in the Cage. He's not running away. He's not much of a coward. He's just doing some gardening. Talk to him on the phone quite regularly. He was on the phone the other night on a call. And, like I said, watch for the thing coming up because it's pretty good. Pretty good. He'll be in there. So it's just an appeal. And because I don't frankly want to lose access to 350 mines. That would really piss me off. And that would be winning for the RCMP. And I don't like letting people win. And I'm not a coward. I don't want to run away. But at the same time, I don't want to shut people down. So I think maybe, perhaps it is set up the other server. I think that is the best idea. Perhaps you can let me know in a private message in the Discord. Oh, it's gotten really smoky in here. Or is that just me? Maybe it's the sun on my screen. You can also reach me on the Twitter. I don't think my Twitter is fairly small now, but they let me keep that one, so we'll do that. Get sidetracked by all the info. Yes, and then people start to feed into it. So likewise, the people who don't put that out there, who participate in that, could I just implore you not to participate? Just kind of throw that one away. Spicy and salacious as they may be, just push it aside. Push it aside for now. Burning down the house. Well, we're burning down the house, Todd. You know that. And I'm still waiting for that phone call. I'm still waiting, brother. Come on, man. You know when this goes into that other stuff, I'm going to need your help because you know a lot more than I do. Todd's really good. Good guy. But again, not everybody's going to agree with what we say on that stuff. And that's why I try to leave it aside. I do bring it in every once in a while. Ha, ha, ha. Make a little joke here and there. But it's really... I don't want people's minds to shut down. Oh, I see. I'm burning down the house. Yes, okay. Well, I'm not like my grandma yet. Yeah. She used to like to throw lit cigarettes into the garbage. Didn't work out well. So I'm reticent to throw out the Discord link at this point in time, just until we have it sorted out. But because obviously the more the merrier. Any kind of information, bonus, like info, not kind of, I don't know, super, my cat's dog told me this type stuff. Yeah, okay. Not going to touch it. Not going to touch it. You see? Not going to touch it. It's there, but I'm not going to touch it. People tell me about all the videos taken in Shuby on the 19th. They were taken as evidence by the force. Not all have been viewed by us. No, but I would say the vast majority have not. Have not. In fact, having a good discussion the other day with somebody who is aware of a specific video taken by a specific person, a specific ex-RCMP member who actually has a lot on video, funnily enough, not made public. Just like they got those. I love that cat surveillance photo Mr. Moneypenny has. I'm going to. You made 3 posts yesterday about rubbish and occult in the general Discord. Occult refers to secret groups, terrible road. Don't want to be adding to the derail again. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you for not adding. Appreciate that. I think funnily enough, if this stuff gets ignored enough and you just use your great super judgment, or tell that person, I'll just want to engage you in a private discussion or something, or can we set up a server of our own and you guys can go over there, as in you tell that person that. Because I frankly think probably if you throw out something like that, if you say to them, listen, I want to start a server with you, or I'm going to start a server and we can go and discuss that, or you can just DM me about that, you won't hear from them. If they really want to talk about it, you would. Yeah, the general does go into a little bit into other things. Anyway, so you guys have given me some good food for thought. Thank you once again. Hats off to all the hard work that all of you are doing. And thanks, Steve, for tuning in. Hopefully he doesn't get in trouble. And I do hope you have a fantastic night. Maybe we can get that video released tonight. I'd like to. I do hope you have a fantastic day. Be good to one another. Be good to yourselves. God bless.